Today I thought that I would go over some of the things that I'm doing right now to get ready for homesteading. There are so many things that I want to be doing. We want to get worms for vermiculture. We have seeds coming in the mail. We'd like to get chickens for winter. We want to build a greenhouse. There's so many things that we want to do immediately, but we don't have the time. And well, we do have the time, like it's not happening right now. But I want to talk about the things that I am doing like right now at the very beginning of our journey to start off with. And one of the things involves this machine over here. That is my KitchenAid mixer. And if you haven't already guessed, one of the things that I'm doing right now is I am learning to bake bread. I kind of baked bread in the past, but baking with an actual mixer makes a big difference. And so I've stopped buying bread and I've made a few different things, and I've been kind of like, I've used yeast in the past, but like with the whole pandemic, yeast was kind of hard to come by. And then I've seen, probably a lot of people have seen it, I like bought this instant yeast at Costco. And I've never used instant yeast before. Oh no, I dropped it. That's fine. But I figured it out. Just have to follow the instructions. I kept putting it in water, like warm water, to let it blossom or whatever it does. And you don't do that. You just put it right in with the flour and your dry goods at the beginning. But anyway, one of the things I'm doing is I am baking bread. And another thing, I actually was planning to make this video before, but my sister-in-law Jen dropped by and she asked me to go to the farmer's market with her, and I needed produce, and I was honestly just gonna ask my husband to stop at the grocery store, but look at all the delightful goods we have. So I'm gonna put these away and tidy up a bit, and then I will check in with you guys later with the rest of my list. Do you like your pumpkin? Hey, beans. This situation over here with the cupboards, I was looking at the paint at it and it was like peeling, and so I started to like scrape it away, and then I saw this like really nice color underneath. But that's why I have like a huge spot here in the kitchen. Anyway, I'm gonna put all this away, see what Jeannie needs, and I'll catch up with you guys later. I love these carrots, but I don't really know what to do with like the giant head on them. And like, do I put them in the fridge like this, or do I cut them off, or do I leave them on the counter? I have no idea. If you know what I should be doing with these carrots and how I should be like storing them, you should let me know. I'm just gonna leave them here for now because I'll cook with those this evening. As I'm cleaning, I realized my next thing, so the second thing on my list of things that we're doing to get ready for homesteading right now is we are starting to compost. And this is something that we did in Prince George as well, but Dominic would take it up to the school that he was working at, and his students would use it in their gardens. And we also had a worm bin, which I do want to do here. I just haven't got any worms yet. We're not really sure where to get them. I asked on Facebook and they said to ask like a horse farm or go to Canadian Tire for trout worms, and I just haven't done it yet. But in the meantime, the thing that we are doing right now is we are composting. You have to compost in Nova Scotia anyway, but they'll come and pick it up at the bottom of your driveway. So we have like a meat compost that like all the scraps and stuff that can't go in our compost, we'll put them down for the pickup, and then the rest of it we've been putting in our pile in the backyard to compost for the spring. So I'll take you in and show you how we're doing that. Compost in it already, but I don't think it was turned very often, so it wasn't getting any oxygen, it wasn't breaking down, and so Dominic took it out, and we've been adding like cardboard and different things to it. We know that we need to add like leaves and stuff to it to make it better, but we've been taking our kitchen scraps and we have been composting them, so that's This is gonna be every video, so be prepared when I'm filming the toddlers. But yeah, so we take our kitchen scraps and we're making compost now that we can use hopefully in the spring when we're planting our first garden. You too? Anyway, so we have compost out in the back. Yeah, so I don't know. That was my first time ever doing anything with the compost pile. I just put things in the kitchen bin and Dominic does them, but the bin is full. I've like taken them out and like put them under, but I've never turned the compost, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll talk to Dominic later. But anyway, still composting, it still counts, and you just witnessed. I dropped the compost all over my sandal. It's really gross. I've got coffee grinds. It's not that, it actually doesn't smell as bad as it did a few days ago, so something must be going right. Anyway, I'm gonna take the kids and try to wrangle them up because they're, I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, we'll catch you later with my next thing. Third thing, I'll make it quick before the kids break down. I'm trying to upcycle and recycle and thrift as many things as possible as we decorate our house. So one of the skills that I'm trying to develop is to kind of DIY things myself, which I haven't really done in the past. And so I found this table in the barn and I primed it and spray painted it with spray paint that was left over from a project that my sister-in-law had. Anyway, I am going to move on to the next thing. Most of them have come from my cousin Amanda. We have a prayer plant, a spider plant, 2 different types of spider plants. I bought an aloe vera and I repotted them, and this is an English ivy, and this one is a succulent. So I've said this like a few times before, but like I've never kept a potted plant alive before, and I have had a few, but I just have never been able to manage them. And I have been making a big effort to grow these plants. It's going well, I think. I downloaded an app, Picture This, which I have talked about before, and I'm going to make a video just specifically about this app because it's been really, really helpful for me. That's what I'm doing right now, is I'm taking care of my plant family. Oh, that's it for now. So what I'm doing is I'm learning to bake bread. We have started a compost pile for the spring. I'm trying to do some DIY projects to upcycle and just make choices to have a more sustainable lifestyle, and I am caring for houseplants. There are lots of things that I want to continue to do, and there's lots of things that I want to start doing. Like, for example, I would like to try my hand at canning and learning to cook different things with food that I would be growing in the garden to make sure that when I grow the food that I'm actually going to eat it. And there's lots and lots of other things, so I could probably make one of these videos every week or 2 weeks of the things I'm doing to begin homesteading skills.